Be honest. You told yourself you'd check just one notification. But then, bam, 45 minutes later, you're knee-deep in headlines about disasters, arguments on Twitter, or TikToks about the end of the world. That cycle? That's doom scrolling. And today, we're not just going to talk about what it is. We're talking about how to actually stop it, using science-backed strategies that work in the real world. At number 1, limiting when and how you scroll. One of the most effective strategies is time boxing. Psychologists recommend choosing specific windows during the day when you allow yourself to check the news or social media. For example, you can do a morning check-in, 15 minutes after breakfast, and an evening check-in, 15 minutes before dinner. Why does this work? Because it replaces impulsive checking with intentional checking. Research on habit formation shows that when you attach behaviors to scheduled routines, your brain builds consistency. You're no longer scrolling on autopilot, you're scrolling with awareness. Pro tip: don't start your day with doom scrolling. Studies show that consuming negative media first thing in the morning significantly increases the likelihood of stress and pessimism throughout the day. Instead, save updates for later when your mind is more resilient. Number 2, use the mood check method. Every time you're scrolling, stop for a second and ask, do I feel better or worse than when I opened this app? This is called effective awareness in psychology. You basically train yourself to notice your emotional state. Research shows that self-monitoring is one of the most powerful ways to break compulsive behaviors. If you notice your mood dipping, that's your cue. Close the app, take a deep breath, and shift to a different activity. Number 3, curate your feed like a garden. You don't need to cut off social media altogether. Instead, think of your feed as a garden. If you plant weeds, you'll get weeds. If you plant flowers, you'll get beauty. Unfollow, mute, or block accounts that constantly post negativity, outrage, or fear-driven content. Replace them with creators, educators, or communities that uplift you, inspire you, or make you laugh. There's even research backing this. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that when participants reduced social media exposure to just 30 minutes a day and curated their feeds, they reported less depression and loneliness within 3 weeks. At number 4, build tech-free zones. The environment you create has a direct impact on your habits. Here are 3 game-changing ones. The bedroom. Try to keep your phone out of your sight at night. Scrolling before bed keeps your brain in fight-or-flight mode instead of winding down. During dinner time, no phones at the table. Eating while doom scrolling trains your brain to associate food with stress. And your morning routine. Don't touch your phone for the first 30 minutes after waking. Start with something grounding, stretching, journaling, or just drinking water. Number 5, replace the habit, don't just stop it. Here's the truth. Your brain hates a vacuum. If you just delete apps without replacing the habit, you'll probably reinstall them within a week. The secret is habit substitution. Instead of scrolling when you're anxious, bored, or can't sleep, replace it with something that fulfills the same need. Feeling anxious? Try deep breathing or guided meditation. Are you bored? Pick up a short podcast, a book, or a puzzle game. Are you feeling lonely? Call a friend instead of scrolling about strangers' lives. Research on habit loops shows that when you replace the routine but keep the cue and reward, you're far more likely to succeed. Number 6, practice digital mindfulness. Mindfulness doesn't have to mean sitting cross-legged, chanting, It simply means being aware. Try this exercise. Before you open an app, say out loud what you're about to do. For example, I'm opening Instagram to reply to a message. I'm opening Twitter to check sports news. Sounds silly, but it works. Verbalizing intentions dramatically reduces mindless scrolling. It forces your brain to stay accountable to your purpose. And finally, number 7, reward yourself for small wins. Breaking habits is hard, so reward yourself. Set tiny goals like no scrolling during breakfast, no doom scrolling after 9 p.m. And when you succeed, reward yourself with something you enjoy. Maybe a walk, music, or a favorite snack. Behavioral science shows that rewards release dopamine, making your brain want to repeat the good behavior. If doom scrolling is deeply tied to anxiety, depression, or trauma, it might take more than self-help tips. Talking to a therapist can help you build healthier coping mechanisms. So here's the challenge for you. The next time you catch yourself spiraling through endless bad news, stop and try just one of these strategies. Set a timer, curate your feed, or even just check your mood. Small steps stack up into real change. Remember, doom scrolling isn't a sign of weakness. It's a human brain reacting to technology designed to keep you hooked. But with the right tools, you can take back control. If you want to know what doom scrolling is and its implications on your mental health, check out the part 1 of this video. Thanks for watching.